Okay. So guys, we're gonna make a tier list today. Whew. Cause I had the tab open. Alright. So we got every plant in Eclise. We even got the custom ones. We got the Garlamite. We have the other custom plants. I don't know. Anyways, twitch.tv/nebula1. You can follow at twitch.tv/nebula1. We'll be making a tier list. To repeat, that's twitch.tv/nebula1. NEBBULA1. Okay, let's start. Oh god, this is a very daunting task now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we got the Wheat Slinger. I think this is a video on YouTube. I'm recording it right now. So, we'll see. Post it on Ben's channel. Alright. Nib doesn't have one. I don't have a YouTube channel, but I'll make one. Alright. Let's think about this. AKE. I mean, it's a solid plant. It's great. I've used it for a lot of levels. When it comes up on the wheel, I'm pretty happy to see it. You can kill a lot of weak zombies. I wouldn't even mind it for like 1410, which I'm currently in the middle of playing. Sure, let's just put it in B tier. I might move things up or down in the meantime. Aloe F tier. Okay, I'm kidding. See, the thing about Aloe, it's just really situational. Like, I'm always happier to see, like, AKE than Aloe if it comes up on, like, the wheel. But, see, if I put Aloe in A tier, I think that's just too high. I'll just put it in B for now. Apple Mortar is very solid, I think. I think it's a contender for a higher tier. It costs 900 sun at tier 1. It goes up to like 3,000 sun at tier 3, but it just does so much damage. Hits 3 lanes, does 60 damage, does splash damage. We can put it in A or something. Okay. Banana. Banana is... It's in the class of like the heavies. It's probably one of the best heavies. It has great range. It costs 1,000, but I think it's well worth 1,000. It's a good contender for a higher tier too. Bloomerang. Yeah, we're gonna stick banana in A. I'd put banana above Apple Mortar. No, we're putting Apple Mortar in B actually. C for you? I think banana is so good though. Oh no, okay. Okay, now we're gonna get to a string of things that I think are gonna be in a pretty low tier. Bloomerang is really bad. Like what are you ever using Bloomerang for? It's fine enough in early game, but even then you have things like Cabbage Pole and like Pea Shooter's better. It's really bad. I think you should actively avoid taking it in certain levels, like 110. Like, I don't know, D even seems high. You send the tier list. If like you want the link for it, here you go. Let's put the link in chat. All right, next up, Blooming Heart is also pretty bad. Cause here's the thing. Is Blooming Heart better or worse than Cabbage Pole? Probably worse. It does less damage to start with, but then does more damage over time. So it's kind of like a lighter plant that's better against heavier zombies, but you would rather use like a heavier plant against heavier zombies. I don't think it's as bad as Bloomerang. I'll put it in C. Now, Pomegranate is really bad. Blooming worse. I think it's better than Bloomerang, but not by much. Let's put in D. Okay. Okay, how about Pomegranate? Pomegranate is an insta. It's a gimmicky insta is the thing. It does... How much damage does it do? let's take a look at this. I'm currently in the game of Eclise. Where's Pomegranate? Okay, it does 400 sun, so it's good. It's good at killing. It's good at killing the weaker zombies, but it costs 200 sun, more than Cherry Bomb. The seeds don't do that much damage. It's kind of useful for like, because graves can't spawn where the seeds are. Hi, Electric Snapdragon. How you doing? I was playing Eclipse with the wheel, but we're making a tier list now because why not? It does recharge faster, but like, wouldn't you? There's no reality in which you're ever taking Pomegranate over something like a Cabbage Pole. Not, I mean Cherry Bomb. I just think it's so bad. I think it's going in D. I'll put it at the top of D because like at least it does something. Okay, now we got Bonk Choy. Bonk Choy, it's solid. It's probably going to go in C. It gets outclassed kind of early on, but at least it does solid damage. It's kind of cheap. Great against bugs. I just think there are better options in the later game. Yeah, there really isn't much to it. Now, Bowling Bulb. Pomegranate is like Marth in Smash Ultimate. Kinda, yeah. Alright. Bowling Bulb is something that people have been telling me, oh, you just don't know how to use Bowling Bulb. Bowling Bulb's so good. I think Bowling Bulb is so bad. I don't think I'd put it in D. But I think, see, it doesn't do much damage. Like, its initial shooting its 3 bulbs, pretty good. It's great for clearing graves, but I mean, it just doesn't do enough damage. For a lot of what Eclise throws at you, I don't think it's good enough. Personally. Actually, I'm considering just dropping these things down into F tier. Like, screw you guys. Alright. How do you add F tier? You go to... Thank you, East Kiel, for the follow. Really appreciate that. We're making a tier list today. Click on the settings gear window and hit add a row below, and you can add more rows. Okay, Cabbage Pole. Pretty solid. I think Cabbage stays great all the way. Tiers are good. It becomes just like a slower cabbagey repeater at tier 2. I think it's pretty solid. It's a pretty good B tier. It can go kind of at the bottom of B. I think Cactus is not great. Costs $4.50. It's okay. Cactus is underrated. I was using it a lot in an endless zone, and it was working pretty well for me. It's good with Peanut. I don't know why it'd be good with Peanut. See, I just think there are better options to Cactus. Like, the reason... Why would I want to use Cactus? I think Cactus versus Snapdragon. Snapdragon is much better. It can hit Jesters. Cactus is more range, but ultimately, Snap just does more damage. Same with Cold Snap. You know, blocks the zombies while they step on the spikes. Well, you could just say that about any nut plant. I think it's fine enough. I think I'm going to end up putting a lot of things in like C or B. Maybe just like the plants at the high up in the alphabet are not great. It does pierce, but like it can not the Jesters catch them, which is annoying to me. I think I'll just put it right there. C for Cactus. Cauliflower is really good. I think of all like the big top end plants, I think Cauliflower is really good. It can solo some last stand levels. If you get like 2 or 3 of them on the board, the game is basically over. It kills zombies itself. It creates more threats for you that attack other zombies. I think it's even better than Banana Launcher. Yeah, it's up there, I think. Okay. Whew. Oh man, we're barely even started. Look at all these plants. Okay, let's keep going. Celery Stalker. It's pretty good. I wouldn't call it an insta. Like, an insta is kind of like a cheap thing that can deal with zombies pretty effectively. It's not an insta because it has a long recharge, but I'm saying I think a lot. It's a half insta. DJ, that's kind of right. It's great for like night levels. S20 is really good. If you haven't gotten to S20 yet and you're watching this, yeah, use it for S20. It's kind of like Chomper. Chomper's also a half insta. We'll get to Chomper in a second. I think it's better than these people, which I put here. I think B tier is where it belongs. I'd almost rather always use cabbage than celery stalker. A good metric for this is like, how happy am I when this comes up on the wheel? If I'm playing Wheel Eclise and I spin the wheel and this comes up, like how happy am I? I think I'm moderately happy. Like I'm pretty psyched. Celery stalker comes up on the wheel. So you're saying, oh, that I'd be happy if aloe came up on the wheel? Full Mortar and aloe are the same happy level. Yeah, that maybe the logic is flawed. I didn't say it was 100% of my consideration. Anyways, Charred Guard. I don't use it that much, but I think it's pretty solid. It's a great early game stall. I love my early game stall. I'm pretty happy when it comes up on the wheel. It crushes. I used it in Dun and it crushed things with it. I think it's better than these pieces of kind of garbage. I don't have much thoughts on Charred Guard. Let's just put it here and move on. Alright, Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb could be a contender for S tier. Cherry Bomb is so solid. 150 sun. It's cheap. It's affordable. I'm messing things up here. It's cheap. It's affordable. It's a great insta. It's always a very reliable pick. It deals with most zombies. Hits in 3x3. If Grape is S and Cherry's A, they can both be S, can't they? I think we're putting Cherry in S tier. Cherry is so good. Now Chili Bean. Chili Bean is one of the worst instas in the game. It kills one zombie for 100 sun. Potato Mine can do that for 25. Grape is the best insta. So I'm putting Grape above Cherry, but Cherry can go in S. Chili kills 100, deals 100 sun. Sorry, I already said this. Costs 4 times as much as a Potato Mine. It does stun zombies, but I mean, I don't really think that's good. It's like a hybrid between a Stunning and a Cherry Bomb. It doesn't kill mechs, doesn't kill like Gargs or anything. And I think instas are something that are great against Gargs. So I really don't think it's that good. It's even a contender for like D tier or something. Because there's just so many better options. I think it's better than Pomegranate, but not by much. Okay. Next up, we got Chomper. And I think that Chomper... Epic Horse Chomper. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chomper. You'll get your due. Chomper, I don't think I can put it that high. Really, Chomper's shining moment, the thing everybody knows it for, people love it for S14 because it just wrecks S14. But other than that, like it's not the best, really. If we're calling both Celery and Chomper half instas, I think Celery is much better than Chomper. So I think I'm putting Chomper down here. I'd almost rather Chomper than Bonk Choy. Or no. I think here's a good spot for Chomper. Okay. Oh my god, this is big. We might not play 14-10 anymore. We might just do the tier list and then call it a day. Alright. How about Citron? Citron. Citron's not that good. We're just gonna say it. Citron. Boo Citron. Yay other things. Yeah. Coconut Cannon and Starfruit tier 3. Citron, it does kind of solid damage. It's really slow is the thing. This is harder than I thought it would be. I would rather Coconut than Citron. I'm trying to rank these two both at once, is what I'm trying to do. I think Coconut Cannon does solid damage. Tier 2 is pretty good. It also has health, which is nice. Coconut costs a little bit more, but it only costs like 100 more, and you can get a lot of sun in Eclise. Like I said about a lot of these things, I just think there are much better options than Citron. So I'd rank Citron around here. I'll put it at the top of C. Cocoa Torch is a solid combo. We can't forget about that. It does splash. Citron does not. Citron hits one zombie. Now I'm thinking about it. Citron is even worse than I'm thinking it is. Because Coconut Cannon does comparable damage. It hits multiple zombies. It has health. It has synergy with Torchwood. It costs a little bit more sun, but not by that much. No, I think Citron's good where it is, but I'm putting Coconut Cannon. I'm gonna put Coconut Cannon in here. There you go. Okay, Cold Snapdragon is great. I'm not sure how I would rank Cold Snapdragon versus Snapdragon. It does solid damage. It like if you just have 2 or 3 of them per lane, if you finish your tier list already, wow. Man, Window, I'm jealous. You can like post it in the Discord or something. Okay, let's just. I think it's a solid A tier. Moving on. We gotta move a little faster. Now I feel the pressure from Window. Okay. I don't think Crystal Shroom is great. Crystal Shroom. I mean, it's similar to Sapfling, but I think 10 out of 10 times I'd rather Sapfling. The plant food is not bad on Crystal Shroom, like, but how much do we want to factor that into consideration? I think Crystal Shroom is a solid C. I'm not mad if I get it, but I'd rather sap 10 out of 10 times, and that's really the cheat. Dandelion, it's an F tier. Like, come on, it's so bad. The higher tiers redeem itself, but look, it's so slow. It hits 3 lanes, but if there are zombies in 3 lanes, which there almost always are, it just deals damage in those lanes 3 times as slow. It can't kill a regular zombie, and it costs more than Pea Shooter. Like, come on, Dandelion. No, you're getting... No. Okay, Dusk Lobber. This is going to be a harder one to rank, because I don't have much experience with Dusk Lobber. It's light splash damage, which is kind of it's kind of similar to Bloomerang in that way. Like, I don't think there's too much use for it, realistically. It's much more solid when you have Moonflower or Shadow Leaf, but I think if that's the combo you're going with, I don't think it's that good. We're going to put it in D. Yeah, Lob Dandelion, basically. Okay, now we get to Blueberry. I love Electric Blueberry. Fight me. I think Electric Blueberry is great. It's much better than Grimrose. Okay, here's... I don't know why Grimrose is so bad. It's just so horrendous. Electric Blueberry, one of the things about Grimrose is that Grimrose does cost 225 sun, really expensive. It can it targets special zombies first, but it doesn't always even kill special zombies, like it can't kill ferals and stuff. And Electric Blueberry just kills anything. Like, Electric Blueberry also targets specials first. And it can kill anything. It's cheaper than Grimrose. It can hit more than 1 time. Or slash more than 3 times with Moonflower. But Moonflower Grimrose is like a 500 sun combo. To kill 3 things, and it doesn't even reliably kill 3 things. I would put Electric Blueberry up in A tier. It's pretty good. Now, Electric Current is weird. Let me me go back to the almanac. Let's look at electric current stats. I feel like I need more information about electric current before I make an informed decision about where it goes. 10. Okay.
Sorry, Nav, but this is a raid. I need my Pro Controller. Goodbye.
So, okay. Electric current being raided. I don't know if you want to see my reaction to it. I'd be pissed. I don't know why I'd be pissed. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, electric current. It can kill a regular zombie in like 2 seconds, which is pretty nice. You need 300 sun for it to be effective. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of good with garlic, but is anything really good with garlic? I have no real way to play, so let's just put it in C tier and move on. Now, Electric Pea Shooter is going in S tier. Look, you can disagree with me, but I think Electric Pea Shooter is fantastic. It can hit everything in a lane. It hits in multiple lanes. 300 sun's pretty solid, and it does great damage too. I think Electric Pea Shooter is one of the best things in this game. Honestly, I'm not going to put it above Cherry Bomb, but Electric Pea Shooter is great. Nah, we'll fight. I think it's great. Hey, Max. Well, we'll see if it changes, but I think it's really good. I use it a lot at the end of that race. Never gets rated. Okay, let's just move on. EM Peach. Oh my god, I have so much more to go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. EM Peach is just so situational. If you can imitate it, remember that one time when I had imitated when all the mechs came and I just the EM Peach, I just had 2 EM Peaches and I just kept EM Peach in the guards until I just won. Yeah, let's just put it in B. Whatever. Just stick it right in there. It's essential for our future, but not good anywhere else. EM Peach is S. I mean, it's hard to put a plant that's so situational in S tier. I'll put it at the top of B, but that's really the highest I can practically put it. Because it's really just situational. I'll put it in A. There you go. Endurian. Endurian is a great defensive plant. I think it's better than Shard Guard. It does damage. It has so much health, which is really nice. It could even be... It's probably my favorite defensive plant in the game. We'll put it up in A. It's because if I had to pick a nut, I'd pick Endurian 100% of the time. Okay, Escape Route. If Spore Route was still in the game, then it'd be an A tier, but otherwise it's probably down in like B or C. Really, there's no practical use for Escape Route. You can't use it on Savior Seed levels. We'll just put it in C. Okay, now we're on to Explodonut, which I think isn't great. It's not a nut, because it has less health, and it costs 300. And it's not an Insta, because it's way too expensive if you're going to use it as an Insta. I think it's better at higher tiers, but it's really not that good. I kind of want to put it in D. It's really not great. It's better than Chili Bean. There you go. Okay, Fire Pea Shooter. Fire Pea's solid, I think. It's just solid enough damage. Melts things. 350 is kind of a lot of sun, but... Explodonut plus Carrot OP? I don't think it's that OP. Just throw it in there. Just put it there, whatever. Okay, Fume Shroom. You know, I just think Fume Fume just does not enough damage to be valuable. I've tried to make it work. I've really tried. But it's just not good enough. It doesn't do enough damage. It's kind of expensive, so you can't really use it in the early game. If you're going to use it as like a Jester counter, it just costs too much. You know, that's probably around where Cactus is for me. Garlic, easy F tier. And moving on, Garlamite. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Oh, hi Ben, how you doing? So look, here's the thing about garlic. It can be used for some interesting strats, but why? Why would you ever use it as opposed to like something else? Just anything else. Like why? There's a couple of levels where it's just the optimal strat, but there's no reason to ever use garlic as opposed to other things. Like honestly. Like does anybody have like any valid arguments for why garlic? I'm not gonna put it in F tier. Garlic amazing early game? No, it's not. It's only good if you set up for a strat. Like, if I'm gonna use garlic to deal with the first zombie. Like, no. It's so bad. I'm sorry. It's really, really bad. Protects my sunflowers. I can just kill the zombies, how about? Protect the sunflowers. Sack your mowers. You are delusional. This is just fine. I'll just put it in D. Yeah. I'll put it above Dusk Lobber for courtesy. Now, Garlamite, I think, is around the same spot, but I think it's better. Because, you know, it's just... Sometimes you don't want a garlic just sitting there moving every zombie. Garlamite is F. I think Garlamite is a little bit better. Like, it's completely free. It's harmless to take. If, like, just... There's some situations where you just need to move a zombie. I'll put it in the same spot. But I'll put it above garlic. Ghost pepper, there's no reason to really use ghost pepper when there are just better options. Like ghost pepper versus jalapeno. Like, come on. Just use jalapeno, really. The explosion doesn't do that much damage. And just put it there. Whatever. Okay, Goldblum. Now, let's talk about Goldblum. How are we talking about Goldblum? Because tier 1, it's yeah. Every time I say tier 1 Goldblum, I feel like having to put soap in my mouth. And tier 2 garlic, I'm sorry, I meant Goldblum, is just worse. Just straight up worse. But tier 3 Goldblum is god tier. Like, if we're talking about tier 3 Goldblum, I think tier 3 Goldblum is a consideration for S tier. I think I am going to put it in S tier. Just because if you have it at tier 3, it's so good. It's even good at tier 1 for, like, sun production levels where you had to produce an amount of sun. Really, the only time you're ever using it is at tier 3. And it's just fantastic. And now, okay, we got a string of things that are going in A to S tier. Gold Leaf is incredible. Gold Leaf lets you have your cake and eat it too. You can get rid of your stuff. You can get rid of your sun production and still be able to have... You can create a powerful lineup and still be able to have an economy going at the same time. It lets you just... It lets you multitask. You can just do good things with Gold Leaf. I don't know if you want to put it in S tier. Yes, I do. It's going in S tier. Grape Shot also. #1 plant on the board. Fight me. It's so good. It's the best insta in the whole game. The explosion is weak, but all the projectiles are great. And like in crowds of zombies, it can just take out hordes of zombies at once. And when you tier it up, it just gets better and better and better. You know, I've ranted about Grape Shot so many times. Trust me, if anybody watching this, S17, you get Grape Shot from it. Just do it. Do it. Okay, Grape Buster. See, this is another tough one to place. It's like hot potato in that way. Like, where am I putting hot potato on this ranking? It's, well, you know what I'm going to say, right? It's great. It's great for certain situations. It's great in Ancient Egypt and Dark Ages. Make a delete tier for homing. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put homing where it's supposed to be. In Eclise 1.8. Let's just put Gravebuster in somewhere. I mean, it's essential for a lot of these levels. It can produce sun with the sun graves. Just put it here. Whatever. Grimrose F tier. Grimrose worst plant in the game. Okay. I already talked about it earlier when I was talking about Electric Blueberry, how bad Grimrose is. It's so bad. It's way too expensive for the effect that it provides. If it costs like 50, it'd still be not great. Because Electric Blueberry, just better. All these other things are just better. Like, why just compare it to, like, I don't know, Squash. Compare it to, like, Guacodile, because I'm looking at it. Yeah, the Grimrose is so bad. Okay, Guacodile. Let's talk about Guacodile. It's a solid insta. It's the perfect plant for the don't lose plant levels because it doesn't count as using a plant. It's just a solid damage in a lane. Guacodile S tier, whoa. Yes, I don't think I can put it in S tier, but I think it's a really good insta. I think we could have put it in A. They nerfed homing? What? Was this just announced? Oh, well, I'm about to rank it. Like 2 things from now. Okay, well, let's just keep talking. Okay, Holly Barrier. It's not great. Let's be real. In a Pokeballs tier list, he's talking about how it's great, it's a wall itself, and it creates more walls. Here's the thing. Those walls have almost no health. They do a little bit of damage, but that's not much. It costs 750. It can only shoot 5 times, and that's it. It's not great, personally. We'll put it in, like, C. We'll put it around where Citron is, like a heavy plant, but it's not that great. Okay, homing Thistle. Let's talk about homing Thistle. Where do we put it? Is it the best plant in this game? No. Is it the worst plant in this game? Also no. It's pretty solid. You can spam it pretty easily. Hits a lot of lanes. It's not good for early game stall, despite what other people would want you to think. I think it could go in S tier, honestly. For right now, it's gonna get nerfed. At the time of this recording, it was announced just a couple hours ago. It was nerfed. Which is sad. It's really sad. But that's okay. Anyways, okay. Here we go. Hot date. Ooh, hot date. Not great. Probably around where Garlic is. It draws zombies into a lane. I'd almost consider putting it in an S. Or I mean, sorry, not S, F. I'd almost consider putting it in an F. Because, you know, it's similar to Garlamite. It can hit a bunch of zombies at once. Garlamite can also hit multiple zombies. But it just costs way more sun. It's a stream, not a recording. I don't know. I am recording it. I might put this on YouTube, actually. So, die YouTube. Anyways. Yeah, we're putting this in F tier. We'll put it right next to Grimrose. I'm still putting Grimrose as the worst plant in the game. Okay. Hot potato. I think I'm just going to put it right next to Gravebuster and the things that are great in certain worlds, but otherwise are pretty bad. Maybe I'll put it around where... No, we're just going to put it right here. Also, you can kill zombies with hot potatoes, which is really funny to me. I'm on here on YouTube. Potentially. Potentially this will be on YouTube. Okay. Here comes the Hurricane. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know where I put Hurricane. It has a really fast recharge, which is nice, but it's pretty expensive. If you keep spamming it, it's like it just drops down. Like it just chews a lot of your sun production. I mean, it's fine. I'll probably put it similarly to where Crystal Shroom is. I'll put it in B, actually. There you go. Just stick it in there. Whatever. I don't need explanation. Just do it. Okay, Hypno Shroom. Well, I'm just trying to look at where I've put other instas, and then I'm trying to categorize where Hypno Shroom would go. It's better than Chili Bean. I can say that without a doubt. I haven't actually placed a lot of the instas. I think Hypno Shroom is pretty solid. Zombies do have to eat it, but it's great for taking care of early zombies because you can hypnotize an early zombie, you can take care of another early zombie. It's only 75 sun at tier 1, which is pretty good. Better than Chili Bean, I can tell you that much. Let's put it. Well, we can put it up there. Ice Shroom is an interesting one to place. It's a custom plant. You know what it does. It freezes all the zombies. It's almost a must take in the night levels, which I think is great. No, we're in 1.8 right now. 1.7 is the one prior. Wait, we're gonna put Ice Shroom up pretty high. Ice Shroom is really solid. It's similar to EMP, actually. We're gonna put it right next to EMP. It's great when you can have it, but otherwise it's not. Okay, Iceberg Lettuce. Very high. Great. My favorite early game stall thing. Cost 0. I think it's better at tier 2 than at tier 1. Yeah, we're putting it up high. The 0 cost is just super solid. Okay, how about Imitator? I'll move that up one more. Where do we put Imitator? How the hell do we place Imitator? See, the thing about Iceberg tier 3 is that it kind of defeats the purpose, because Iceberg at tier 3 is just onion, kind of. Like, it's supposed to be, like, the cheapest thing possible. We'll put it in S, actually. There you go. Imitator... Can I put Imitator in S tier? Because... We'll put Imitator up in S. It's so good is the thing. Because it's just anything. I'm not making an Imitator tier. I'm just putting Imitator in S tier. Because it's so good. Everybody save up for Imitator. Everybody who's ever played Eclise, save up for Imitator and then buy it. Actually, no, we will make an Imitator. No, we're not going to. We'll put it in S tier. How about that? Yeah, Imitator can also be great. It can also be Grimrose, but... you know. Okay. Well, yeah, but you have complete control over what you're imitating, unless you're playing Eclise. Ooh, we're getting down there. We're making good progress. We're almost into the second half of the alphabet. One more row, and then we're in the second half. Alright, Infinite. Infinite is pretty good for S9. It's great for S9. I just think it's better. Yeah, I did use Sunflower Imitator. And I like tier 3 Goldblum Imitator. Yes, I bought Imitator with my gems, which is why I bought Power Lily this time, just to be contrarian. Infinite really isn't that good. It can, in Eclise, it heals and it also blocks zombies 2 columns away. But that's really not that good, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, it's kind of a gimmick more than anything else. It doesn't have that much health. It costs 200, which is a lot. I think you'd rather an Endurian almost every time. Want the S9? It's a joke. It's a joke for the reason it's good on S9. So somebody put the AKE. Like, if you scroll up in my Discord, Ben, you'll see a video about AKE and S9. Yeah, that one. You know what I mean. Let's actually put it in D. It's not great. It's a garlic level. Come on. Okay, Carrot. Where do we put Carrot? Carrot is a hard one to rank. With certain combos, I think it's pretty solid. 50 Sun to get anything back is really kind of nice. I think I'll put it in B, but you really can't put it that much higher. I've just never really been a fan of Intensive Carrot, personally. I'll put it right next to Aloe with the healing plants. Jack-o'-lantern is dumb. I'm just gonna say it. Because Jack-o'-lantern, there's just better options, really. Like, when do you want a Jack-o'-lantern as opposed to, like, a banana launcher? It hits the bigger range. It can hit anywhere. It's just much better. Jack-o'-lantern does thaw plants, but what does that really matter? It's not great, guys. I'll put it in C, I guess. Is that being too nice? It could be being too nice. I'm putting it in D. It's not great. Alpino, go up high. I'll put it around where Crocodile is. They're kind of different in a way. Like Crocodile, it doesn't shoot seeds in Eclise. They're similar. Crocodile's a faster recharge but does less damage. Jalapeno does more damage but has a longer recharge. They're pretty similar, and I'd love to have either one of them. Colonel Bolt is also great. Because, look, if you have 2 Colonel Bolts in a lane, each one has a 50% shot of shooting butter. You can basically keep almost any zombie there frozen. And if your Colonel Bolt is at tier 3, it can shoot 2 shots in the amount of time it takes butter to wear off. So 1 tier 3 Colonel Bolt can just keep anything stalled for a while. Great early game. I think Colonel Bolt's great. I'd say it's even a contender for like A tier. It's something that I'd love to take most time, as long as you have something heavier to back it up with, but it's great for early game stall. It's just great in general. I just love Colonel Bolt. Okay, Laser Beam. I used to love Laser Beam in Eclise, but it's really, like 400 Sun, it shoots pretty slowly. Like, I just think there are better options than Laser Beam. I think it deals with Jesters, which is a plus for it, especially for me, who hates Jesters with a fiery passion. I can probably put it in, like, C or something, but that's about as high as I can put it. I'll put it at the top of C. Look, Lava Guava is another gimmicky insta. You know what you want your instas to do? You want your instas to do something, kill a zombie, and then go away. You know what Lava Guava does? It doesn't do damage, but the lava just stays there. Like, you have to actively want your Lava Guava to work. If you want Lava Guava to work, it can do a lot of damage, but you have to, like, actively play your Lava Guava and then commit to spending a lot of other things to keep the Lava Guava, the guy, stuck in the Lava Guava's lava pool. Lava Guava's lava pool. It just takes a lot of resources. Why would you ever use Lava Guava? Just play like Squash or something. Squash takes out the zombies. It's great. It's effective. It's cheap. Lava Guava, it makes you work for your damage. Like, why? Why does Lava Guava require you to do that? Lava Guava, you suck. There you go. I'd almost consider putting it in F. No, we'll keep it in D. Is it possible to chat's choice to put? No, you can't chat's choice to alter my tier list. Okay, Lightning Reed, it's good. It's great for chickens. It can hit a lot of zombies. You tear it up, it just shoots faster and does more damage. I'd recommend if you're going into Wild West, tear it up to tier 3 as quickly as possible, because it's much more solid at tier 3. It's fine. Just put it. I could put it around where Laser Beam is. There you go. It's great for chickens. Outside of chickens, there are better options. That's just what I can say. Okay, lily pad. We have to put it right in the group with things that are usable in one world, and that's it. Okay, magnet shroom. Somebody told me earlier magnet shroom is OP. I don't buy it. Its recharge is very long. Nah, it's not good. Because, see, the thing is, it costs 50 cents. It's very cheap. And it only deals with bucket heads. Nothing else. Also knights. But it just takes so long to recharge. And, like, you just play an electric blueberry. And it'll just kill the things for you. Because a better recharge it can also do about other things. What about Poncho? Does it take the Poncho's grades? I don't think it does. Yeah, I mean, it's fine enough, I guess. Just put it down and see. There you go. Football zombies are an NMT. Okay, Magnifying Grass. Magnifying Grass can do some cool things. But ultimately, I don't think it's that great. Like, honestly, you gotta pay a lot of attention to it. Like, if you have ADD, don't use Magnifying Grass. You gotta be able to pay a lot of attention to your Magnifying Grasses. Just punk zombies, too. I just don't think it's that good, personally. The recharge is what really kills it. Like, make it cost more and give it a faster recharge, and it's probably better. Punk one-shot kill busted. It's not good. Trust me. Trust me, I am your god. I know everything. Here, okay. Let's think about you. Ew. Magnifying Grass. I can't put it that high, really. I don't know where to put it. That's just tears. Look, do you really want me to put Magnitude higher? Fine. I'll put it in, like, here. How about that? Cool. I don't know. Just put Magnifying Grass. I'll put it in B. It does really good damage. There you go. Okay, now we get to Melon Bolt, where I just really think, if you want me to be honest about my opinion, I think that there are better options. That's that. I think, no. I'm taking back that opinion. It does solid enough damage. Does splash. Magnifying Grass saved you in 1710. I don't know how you remember that stuff. I don't remember. Oh, I do remember, actually. Yes, that's fishy business. I love fishy business. Like, okay, let's think about Melon Bolt. I think I'd rather Coconut Cannon than Melon Bolt. I think it's around, like, this spot where I'm putting the mediocre heavies. I'd rather it over Citron, but I don't think by that much. I think it's a good spot. You carried me? Yeah, you did. Okay, Mistletoe. It's fine. Yeah, it's similar to Banana. It only hits in one spot at tier 1. It doesn't freeze at all. It's better at higher tiers, but I mean, I think it's a solid B, if we're being honest. I put it at the top of B. Okay, Moonflower. Ew. It costs 300 sun and is invincible. It's good for shadow plants, but what do the shadow plant powers really do? Let's think about this one for a second. Dusk Lobber actually becomes fine, but Dusk Lobber isn't even a plant you'd want to use in the first place. Nightshade just becomes worse when it's powered. It shoots at range, but just does less damage when it's powered. Yeah, tier 3 Mistletoe is busted, but tier 1 isn't that great. I think B is a good spot for it. Yeah. Okay, what are the other shadow plants? We got Grimrose. It powers Grimrose. You get more Grimrose. Woo! Not great. And then there's Shadow Shroom, which is probably the best shadow power, but really not by that much because it's not great. Like maybe The vanilla game wants you to use garlic and shadow shroom to kill zombies. Like, for the love of God, no. Is this an F tier plant? It honestly could be. I think I'll put it in D, but you know, it's really bad, guys. It's really bad. Okay. Let's think about Nightshade. It's a fine enough insta. It does 200 damage per thwack, so it can take out three regular zombies or one cone hit. It has a long recharge, but it's completely free and completely invincible. The Moonflower just actively makes it worse. I mean, it's kind of like an insta. I'll put it. No, it's not a good insta. What you don't want to use Nightshade, really. Okay, Parsnip. High damage. Pen, you have Alzheimer's? Yeah, definitely. High damage, high recharge. It actually does a pretty solid damage overall. Religion crab. I don't use Parsnip that often because I think there are better options. I think it's better than Bonk Choy if we're being perfectly honest. But I don't think it's better than Bonk Choy by much. I think I'm putting it around here. Peanut. Okay, let's talk about Peanut. Peanut, bueno. Peanut, good. We like Peanut. When it shoots at random angles, so it can hit in 3 lanes. It has health, which is nice. When zombies get close to it, then the angle just always hit that zombie and can do pretty solid damage to a zombie and can kill higher power zombies. And when you have a lot of them, it can just kill zombies pretty effectively, really. And we'll put it like here. There you go. Okay, Peapod. We're getting into Peapod and Pea Shooter. How do I rank them? Should I put Pea Shooter in F tier for the lulz? No, I'm not going to do that. Because all these plants in F tier are just straight garbage. I think that Pea Shooter can go in C. Like, you don't mind using Pea Shooter, really. It does solid enough damage. And I think we can put Peapod in B. Because Peapod Torchwood is great for a lot of situations. So it's really solid damage. And it's fairly cheap. There you go. Peapod is pretty strong. I think Pepperpult is a contender for A tier. I think it will go in A tier. I can't put it higher than that, but Pepperpult, it does splash damage, it does high damage, it's pretty slow. I think it's better than Cabbage Pult. It also heats, but like there's very little incentive to use Fire Pea out of Frostbite Caves, but you would use Pepperpult outside of Frostbite Caves because of the splash damage, and it's just a solid damage. It's cheaper than Fire Pea Shooter. You would use it more often in Frostbite Caves and outside of Frostbite Caves. I just think it's good. Put it next to Kernel Pult and call it a day. Okay, Perfume Shroom. We're just gonna put it in the tier of these things. There you go. It's a tier of things that are useful in one world and very little else. I guess I should put EM Peach. No, we'll leave EM Peach in A. Okay, no, we're keeping that there. Fat Beet. Let's think about it. It's situational. Like I don't see value in most of the melee plants in this game. It can hit in 3 lanes, which is kind of nice. It's cheap, which is kind of nice. I think it's better than Bonk Choy. I think it's better than Parsnip. It's probably one of the better melee plants. It's immune to the beatboxers, which is kind of nice for S19 and stuff. Can you use it on S19, actually? Because S19 is locked and loaded. I think it's probably around where Celery Stalker is. It's solid melee. Yeah. It's 19. Yeah. Okay. Potato Mine, get up there. Potato Mine's great. Great early game stall. One of my favorite things. I'm actually going to put it in an S. I take at Potato Mine almost any day of the week. It can kill most things, and it's so cheap. Like, Iceberg will delay the problem, and it's pretty solid. But Potato Mine, great for early game. Iceberg Lettuce, I think, the reason it's so good, it stays relevant. Like, Potato Mine gets less relevant, but Potato Mine's the best thing possible in the early game. Okay, Power Lily is a difficult one to place. Makes a plant food, then goes away. Great for survival, I can tell you that much. I'll just put it in A and then move on. I think it's pretty good, Power Lily. Like, they nerfed it from PvZ2, but plant food effector is way better in Eclise. There's survival mode on Eclise? Yes! Yes, there is, Ben. You need to play Eclise more. Like, come on. Alright. Let's just... Primal Pea Shooter. Oops. Not an A tier. There's more content besides the main campaign. I can't tell if you're joking or not. So, Primal Pea Shooter, 100% knockback rate, which is really good. I don't know, I'm too tired to give another explanation. Just put it there and move on. Speaking of Mine Setter, Primal Potato Mine. Great range, fine enough stun cost, but damage is lacking, honestly. I think it's really great for a lot of swarmy levels, and it just is more damage at higher tiers. Is that right? I shouldn't be saying these things, but I don't know the answer. Yeah, just does much more damage at higher places. Like 7x7 range at tier 1 to take out a bunch of weak zombies. I think we can put it up there, honestly. Yeah, just do that. There you go. Primal Sunflower. Should we just put all, like, the sunflowers in one tier? Yeah, but where are we putting the sunflowers? Do we just put sunflowers in S tier? S for sunflower. Yeah, let's just put that there for now. You can't play level without it. Like, come on. I'll rank all the sun producers once I get to that part. Okay, Primal Walnut. Eh. Great for taking out Gargs, but I mean, just use instas to kill the Gargs. It's not great in any other scenario other than dealing with Gargs. You can beat many levels without sunflowers. Yeah, but you'd rather have them. I'll put it in D. It's really not great. Like, the gimmick nuts are down here. Because Primal Walnut's probably the best of them. But, like, come on. Okay, Puff Shroom is fantastic. But it's situational. Like, you want Puff Shroom for pretty much every nighttime level. Because it's just so good and gets better at higher tiers. But see, that's why some of these plants are hard to rank. I think I'll just put it up in A. Put it next to this night guy. There you go. Put the night buddies together. Okay, Red Stinger isn't that great. It's another one of those plants with like a super cheap cost but a super high recharge. Just fine enough damage and it costs only 50 sun. But its recharge is horrendous. So I think I'll put it next to Parsnip. You start to see like these kinds of sub-tiers in the tiers come together and you start to like figure out where things should go. Okay, Repeater. I think we can put Repeater around. I think it's better than Pea Shooter. Just in general. Yeah, it's been nerfed. Honestly. And in Eclise there's only 2 forms. The back 2 columns, it's powerful. And then it's just the nut. But the nut just has no health, which is the thing. I might actually put it below. Let's put it in D. Like, it's not good, guys. That's the thing. Anyways, Repeater. You'd rather Repeater over Pea Shooter any day of the week, unless the level's, like, super short. You would put an F. It's not that bad. We're gonna keep it in D. Repeater. You'd rather Repeater than Pea Shooter, like I said. It's just good. Also, why Blooming an F? Because it sucks. It's pretty great once you get 4 columns. Okay, cool. You get 4 columns. Again, I can't tell if you're joking or not. I think Repeater's better than Fire Pea in most scenarios. It's cheaper, but does comparable damage. Let's just put it around here. Okay. Okay, hi Rhodobaga. Rhodobaga is... it's really good. It's really good. Especially when you combine it with Torchwood, too. Like, that's a big buff it's been gotten. Rhodo's gone next update. Oh, no. Like, it's not... You don't mean, like, out of the game, do you? Oh, thank you, Kaguya, for the 1 bit. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Welcome to the stream, by the way. You don't mean gone like Blower, but... For now, Rhodobaga is... Ooh, it's really good. I think it can hit every lane. It does solid enough damage. Put it around where Homing Thistle. I think it's even better than Homing Thistle. Okay. Sapfling. Where do I have Crystal Shroom? I have Crystal Shroom in C. I think Crystal Shroom is better. It's better than... Sorry, Sapfling is better than Crystal Shroom any day of the week. It's pretty great for longer levels. I'll put it in B. Okay, we're getting close. We're into S's. Okay, we got Shadow Shroom. It's a gimmick insta. Not a gimmick insta, but it's not a good insta. You have to eat it. The poison, it's better in vanilla. I'll put it down in D. Shadow Leaf is not great. Like, you have to put, like, again, the powers are not that great. Moonflower just stays there forever. Shadow Leaf is twice as cheap, but it's temporary. And it doesn't produce sun, also. Is Shadow Leaf an F tier plant? It honestly could be. Get down there, Shadow Leaf. Okay. Shrinking Violet. Wow, we've been doing this tier list thing for an hour. Oh my god. We're getting close. Okay. Shrinking Violet. Shrinking Violet is fine. It kills imps. It's great for like S15. You know, I'm getting tired. I don't have many thoughts. Just like put it in B or whatever. There you go. Okay, Snapdragon. We'll just put it up right next to Cold Snapdragon. I think I'd rather a Cold Snapdragon in most scenarios. Because, you know, it slows things down and it works better with other plants just because it slows them down. So it lets you have other things. Yeah, okay. Snow Pea. Where are we putting Snow Pea? Snow Pea could go pretty high. Because it's like Sapfling. It costs more, but it does damage. When you get it up to higher tiers, it's much better. It has splash damage, does more damage. I think Snow Pea is a pretty easy A. It's just like that. Spike Rock, bad. Put in an F. Does more damage than Spikeweed. Wow, you were using Spikeweed for the... No. No, it's way too expensive. Doesn't even kill a normal zombie. Or, sorry, it does kill a normal zombie. But 250 sun to be able to kill a normal zombie like that. Just use, like, Pea Shooter or something. No, Spike Rock is not good. Spike weed is a little bit better. Like, a big reason you could use a spiky plant is to deal with barrels. 250 comes from normal zombies. I'm sorry, it's not good. Yeah, we're almost done here, window. Don't worry. Okay. Spikeweed's a little bit better. I can put it in C. It does okay enough damage, and it hits. It can break. It just, you play it. It breaks a rolling object. It can also do damage. What is it, 200? It's 250. Where is it? These plants just look, these images of the plants just look so big every time I go back to the almanac. Yeah, 250. Yeah. It's really not that good. Tier 2 is 200. Alright. Split Pea, virtually unchanged from vanilla. You'd probably rather it over Pea Shooter in most scenarios. Tier 2 is pretty good. It just gets better as you tier it up. You can put it in like B or whatever. I'll put it like, it's put it top of C, whatever. Okay, Spore Shroom is great. Does solid enough damage. Spore doesn't exist anymore, which is one of the most broken combos in prior versions of Eclise, but that's fine. 150, it can like two-shot a normal zombie and spawn more. It's a pretty slow shooter, but that's fine. We can put it up in, it's pretty easy, A. Spring Bean! Okay, Pokeball, listen up. Was Spore good? Spore's good. Listen up, Pokeball. Here's the thing. Spring Bean is great. Not only does it send a zombie backwards, it's very cheap. Only costs 25. So it's kind of like an iceberg lettuce. It keeps a zombie there for a while. It also will stall a zombie a little bit more when it eats it. At tier 3, it just keeps a single zombie there forever. Because its recharge becomes, it goes up before the zombie can get back to it. It's very cheap. The recharge is pretty good too. It's banned in Pirate Seas, that's more than okay. It's great. It's a round iceberg lettuce. I'm not going to put it in S tier, but it's great. It's a great early game stall. There you go. Okay. Squash, it's pretty good. There are probably better options for your Insta, but I'm not going to fight you if you pick Squash. Squash is great. Easy A. There you go. Stallia S tier. Stallia is so good. It costs 100 sun, and it can just stall zombies so effectively. It slows them down. It pushes them back. Its recharge is solid. It's cheap. I cannot say enough good things about Stallia. Stallia is almost an auto-include in a lot of lineups. Starfruit is also great. At tier 3, it can cost 400 sun, and that's a high recharge, but it can hit all 5 lanes and can one-shot a normal zombie. I'll put it in S tier. It's great. Rotobag is probably better in my opinion, but it's still good. Alright. Strawburst. It's probably a B tier heavy. Maybe even a C tier. I can put it down with like Hollyberry and Cactus. It takes like 20 seconds to get to full force. And it's really only good at full force, but it's just pretty solid damage at full force. It's 700. Yeah, I've called that Pokeball 35. That's just basically this entire VOD, let's be fair. Okay. Stunyon. It's alright. I shouldn't say because it's an Insta, and Instas are great. It's probably an A tier Insta, but like you'd probably rather like Iceberg or Stallia in any given scenario. But it's still pretty good. Okay, now we got like Sunshroom and Sunbeam. Well, first off, let's just bring Sunshroom up to S tier. I'll reorder the Sun producers later. Let's do Sunbeam first. Sunbeam, I think, is, you know, I just played 14.8, and it's great there. But, I mean, you got other options. Like, if you want something that'll produce sun like that, just use like, Goldblum or something. I think you can put it in B, honestly. Just somewhere in there. There you go. Okay. Sunflower. Put it up there. I think Sunflower is better than Primal. You can't go wrong with Sunflower. And Shroom, probably better than Sunflower at night, but it's situational. I'll put it as the worst of the sun plants. Let's also just drag Twin Sunflower up there before I forget. Yeah, we'll just order them like that. Okay, Sweet Potato. Boo! You know, it's kind of like garlic in a way. Pulls zombies into a lane, and it has health. But, like, what? No, it's not good. I'm sorry. Just put it, like, around here. I'll put it above. I'll put it below garlic for Ben. But no. Okay, we're very, very close, guys. Tall Nut. You know, it's pretty solid with aloe. It's probably not above in durian. I'll put it in B, but it's a great choice for your defensive plant. Works well with aloe. I'll put it next to aloe. I'll put it below peanut. How about that? Tatum Kelp is also situational. Great for the water, but very bad everywhere else. It's not even an auto include in the water, so it's probably around a C tier, if we're being honest. Actually, I'll put it in B with Lily Pad. 3-peater's pretty good. Hits in 3 lanes. It gets better when you tier it up too. Like at 650, you can shoot like a repeater in 3 lanes. That's really good. And you can combine it with Torchwood too to get pretty solid damage. I think it's better than repeater, if we're being perfectly honest. Okay, Time Warp. It's an alright insta. It gets better at tier 2. Tier 3 is excessive. It sends zombies back, fully heals them. It's also my emote, so I kind of have to like it. It's probably around a B tier for me. It's not as good as like Stunyon or Iceberg or stuff like that. But you can't go wrong really. Okay, Tile Turnip, it's interesting. It's pretty powerful, but its recharge is very long. They like up the recharge on it a lot, but its sun cost is pretty manageable actually. I don't know where I'd put it. You can probably just stick it in B tier and call it a day. Just jam it in there. There you go. Alright, Toad. Toad is great. Toad is good. It does solid damage. You can kill most things pretty quickly. Eats animals, eats imps, and produces sun like that too. At tier 3, costs 150 sun and does so much damage for that sun cost. Its recharge is high, but who cares? I'm putting it up in A. There you go. Okay, Torchwood. You know, it's situational, and that's really it. Just 5 more plants. Let's wait 50 more minutes? Don't worry. We're at 3 hours, 53 minutes into the stream. This is going to be a sub 4-hour stream. Alright. Torchwood, you know, it's good with the fire plants. I've said that a lot, but really, otherwise, it's pretty useless. Good with Torchwood, good with Coconut Candy, good with Rutabaga. Let's just put it, like, here, or whatever. Walnut, you'd rather Tall Nut than Walnut in most scenarios. I'll put it next to Tall Nut, but I'd rather Tall Nut, personally. Wheat Slinger is a weird, gimmicky plant. It's not good most of the time. Does pretty solid damage, but it hits only 5 columns away. Like, if you plant it in column 2, it can hit zombies only in column 7, and that's it. It's pretty cheap, though, and can kill a basic zombie pretty reliably. It's probably, like, D tier, though. Probably around where Red Stinger is. Yeah. Winter Melon, it's probably in B tier for me. I'm not going to put it next to Melon Poult, because you're using Melon Poult or Winter Melon at like a longer, more marathon-y kind of level, and I think Winter Melon is just generally better. Yeah, we can throw it up there. Okay. Now, finally, we have Witch Hazel. Alright, Witch Hazel's fine. I mean, it's great for last stand levels. It's even good for like 14-8. You can probably put it around like where Mistletoe is. We'll just put it right here, because I'm tired. Alright, and here's the finished tier list. Let me just scroll through that for a second. I'll zoom out for a second. There you go. There's the completed tier list. Alright. And that's it. That's really it. You know, I don't know if this is going to be on YouTube. I just hit record on the Streamlabs. I don't even know if this is even going to be, like, I don't even know if I have enough storage for this. Anyways, if we are on YouTube, thanks. I'm at twitch.tv/nebula1, NEBBULA1. Anyways, I'm not going to tell you to subscribe, because that's just weird. This is the first video on this YouTube channel, so don't subscribe. Don't do it. It's a waste of your time. Anyways, bye.